Dear one, come a little closer. If gratitude feels difficult right now, I want you to know you're not alone. Some days life feels like heavy weather. You may wake up and already feel behind. Your mind may be loud with questions, and in those moments, someone telling you to just be grateful can feel like another burden on your heart. So let me begin with gentleness. Gratitude is not a demand. It is not a performance. It is not a smile you paste over pain. Gratitude is a doorway, and you get to walk through it in your own time. I've learned that the universe responds most lovingly not to strain, not to forcing, not to pretending, but to the soft opening of the heart. And that opening often begins with two simple words: thank you. Not because everything is perfect, not because you must deny what hurts, but because you are choosing to meet life in a new way, one breath at a time, one honest moment at a time. If you've been struggling, if you've been holding so much, I want to offer you hope that is realistic and kind. Many people find that when they practice gratitude consistently, life begins to feel less like a battle and more like a relationship. They may notice small supports that were always there. They may feel calmer inside their own skin. Over time, they may discover that opportunities, kindness, and fresh ideas become easier to recognize because their mind is no longer trained only on what is missing. This is not magic that replaces practical action. It's not a promise that everything outside you will change overnight. It is something far more reliable than that. It is a shift inside you. And when you shift inside, your life can begin to shift around you in surprising, gentle ways. So just for this moment, sweetheart, let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Uncurl your fingers. Even if you only relax 1%, that is enough. We are going to practice gratitude the way I have come to understand it, as a warm, living connection with the universe, a conversation with life itself. And the universe, dear one, truly loves gratitude, not because it needs your praise, but because gratitude helps you remember you are supported. It helps you remember you belong. And you do. Thank you, life. That's the beginning. And here is what I have come to understand. Gratitude is not something you force from the mind. It is something you allow from the heart. The mind says, I'll be grateful when things improve. But the heart says, I can find one small thing right now that is good, and I will let that goodness hold me. You see, the universe does not ask you to be perfect. It asks you to be present. When you are present, you can feel the warmth of a cup in your hands. You can hear a bird outside. You can notice that you are breathing. And all of these are little messages of life saying, I am here with you. Have you ever noticed how a single candle changes the feel of a dark room? It doesn't remove the night, but it gives you something to see by. Gratitude is like that. It becomes a lantern in the fog. It doesn't show you the entire path, but it helps you take the next step. And when you can take the next step, you begin to trust yourself again. I've learned that people often resist gratitude because they think it means approving of pain. But gratitude is not approval. Gratitude is presence. Gratitude says, this is real and I am here, and I am willing to look for what supports me even now. That is brave. That is loving. That is powerful. So let's start small, not with grand statements that feel false, but with honest, simple appreciation. Take one slow breath in and let it out. Now, quietly, out loud if you can, or inside your mind, say, thank you, life. Say it gently, like you're speaking to something kind. Thank you, life. If that feels hard, you can try this instead. I am willing to learn gratitude, or I am open to finding one thing to appreciate. The universe understands willingness. It responds to openness. You don't have to leap, you only have to soften. Now, there's another layer to this, and it's very beautiful. When you say thank you from the heart, you gently shift what you are available to notice. Your mind is like a garden, dear one. Whatever you water grows. If you water worry, worry grows. If you water resentment, resentment grows. And if you water appreciation, little by little, appreciation grows. Gratitude is not pretending there are no weeds. It is choosing to water what you want to see more of. Many people have trained their minds to scan for danger, for problems, for what might go wrong. This is not because they are broken, it is because they have tried to stay safe, and I honor that. But we can gently retrain the mind to also scan for support, for beauty, for what is working. That is a gift you give yourself. And it is a gift you give the universe because it allows life to flow through you more freely. I discovered something many years ago. The universe does not respond to pleading the way a frightened child pleads. It responds to resonance. It responds to the energy you are holding. Gratitude is a resonant energy. It says, I recognize life. It says, I see the good. And when you see the good, your heart opens. When your heart opens, you become more receptive. Receptive to ideas, receptive to help, receptive to timing, receptive to love. This doesn't mean you never feel sadness. It means sadness has company. You are no longer alone in your pain. You are also held by gratitude. Here is a practical way to begin, and you can do it today. Choose one ordinary moment, just one. It might be washing your hands. It might be pouring water. It might be opening a window. And each time you do that one thing, you say, thank you, life. Washing hands, thank you, life. Pouring water, thank you, life. Opening the window, thank you, life. This becomes a small ritual, like planting a seed in your day. And seeds don't sprout because you yell at them. They sprout because they are tended, tenderly, patiently, lovingly. That's how you tend your mind. That's how you tend your life. Let me share something I learned. Gratitude can be small enough to fit in a single breath. People sometimes think gratitude must be a long list. They think, I have to name 20 things, and I have to feel joyful, and I have to mean it perfectly. No, sweetheart, that is the mind again trying to perform. Gratitude can be this small. Breathing in, thank you. Breathing out, life. Thank you, life. If you only do that for 10 seconds, you have already shifted something. Because in that moment, you have stepped out of the war with life. You have stopped arguing with the present. You have begun to cooperate with this moment. And cooperation is powerful. Think of water, dear one. Water doesn't fight the rock. Water flows. It finds a way. Gratitude teaches your energy to flow again. It helps you loosen the clenched fist inside. I know what it is like to clench. I know what it is like to feel afraid, to feel uncertain, to feel like the future is too big to hold. And I also know that the gentlest practices are often the ones that create the deepest change. So if your life feels complicated right now, don't add more complexity. Come back to the breath. Come back to the simple thank you. Here is a supportive practice for the difficult days. I call it the smallest true thanks. Ask yourself, what is one thing that is true and supportive right now, even if it is small? It could be, I have a roof, or I have a blanket, or I have this moment, or I have survived every hard day so far, or there is air in my lungs. And when you find it, even if it feels tiny, say, thank you. Now, if your mind says that's not enough, you can answer your mind with kindness. It's enough for today. We are building a new habit. Because you are building a new home inside yourself, a home where you feel safer and a home where you can receive, and the universe loves that. Some days, the most honest gratitude is simply, thank you for getting me through today. I want to speak to the part of you that feels tired, the part of you that has tried so hard, the part of you that has done the healing work and still feels raw. Sweetheart, you don't have to be cheerful to be grateful. You can be tender and grateful. You can be grieving and grateful. You can be uncertain and grateful. Gratitude is not the absence of pain, it is the presence of love. Have you ever watched the sky after a storm? The clouds may still be there, but the light begins to return. Gratitude is that returning light. Sometimes your gratitude is not for what happened, but for what you are learning about yourself. Sometimes your gratitude is not for the challenge, but for your courage, and courage deserves recognition. So let's honor you. Let's honor the one who keeps going. Here is a gentle exercise that can help when you feel stuck in why me. It is not to shame you out of your feelings. It is to give you a handrail. Place your hand on your heart, right there, and say slowly, I am here. I am willing. I am learning to love myself. Then whisper, thank you, life. You may notice tears. You may notice resistance. That's okay. There is nothing wrong with you. Sometimes gratitude opens the heart, and the heart releases what it has held, like rain falling from leaves, like water finally moving. I've learned that the universe is not punishing you. The universe is not keeping score. The universe is not withholding love to teach you a lesson. Life simply responds to the patterns we hold, often unconsciously, until we become aware and choose differently. And the moment you choose gratitude, you begin to choose differently. You begin to tell your nervous system, we are safe enough to soften. You begin to tell your mind, we are safe enough to notice the good. You begin to tell your heart, we are safe enough to receive love. Thank you, life. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for me. As gratitude becomes a habit, you may find your self-talk softening, like warm light in a cold room. This is one of the greatest gifts of gratitude. It changes the way you speak to yourself, and the way you speak to yourself is the way you live. If your inner voice is harsh, life feels harsh. If your inner voice is gentle, life begins to feel gentler. Not because the world is suddenly perfect, but because you are no longer attacking yourself as you move through it. Many people don't realize how often they criticize themselves. They say, I'm behind, I'm not enough, I always mess things up, I'll never get it right. And these thoughts don't motivate you, they exhaust you. Gratitude offers an alternative voice, a kinder voice, a voice that says, I appreciate you. And I want you to practice this, dear one, not as flattery, but as truth. Because you have made it this far, because you have survived, because you are still searching for light, that matters. I discovered that when I began thanking myself, I stopped waiting for others to approve of me. I stopped begging the world to give me permission to exist. I gave it to myself. You can do the same. Try this. Once a day, look in the mirror, yes, sweetheart, just for a moment, and say something simple and believable. Thank you for trying. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for not giving up. If your mind argues, let it. Don't fight it. Just keep your voice soft. You are teaching your mind a new language. You are teaching your heart a new home. And if mirror work feels too intense, start smaller. Put your hand on your arm and say, thank you, body. Or when you finish a task, even a tiny one, say, thank you, me. Thank you, me. That is self-love in action. That is gratitude turned inward. And the universe loves when you love yourself, because you are part of the universe. You are life expressing itself. Thank you, life. Now there's a beautiful secret. Gratitude is also a way of loving yourself. When you think of gratitude, you might think of thanking life for external things: money, opportunities, relationships, good news. And yes, you can appreciate those. But if you only wait for big, dramatic reasons to be grateful, you may miss the steady love that is already here. You can thank yourself for being brave enough to feel. You can thank your heart for continuing to hope. You can thank your body for carrying you, even when it is tired. You can thank your mind for trying to protect you, even if it sometimes overreacts. This changes the relationship you have with yourself. It turns you from an enemy into an ally. And when you become your own ally, you stop abandoning yourself. Have you ever noticed how a child blossoms when they are praised sincerely? Not for being perfect, but for being themselves. Your inner child needs that too. Your inner child needs to hear, "I'm glad you're here." So let's practice that together. Take a breath and say, "I am glad I am here." Again, "I am glad I am here." Now add, "Thank you, life." If you can, feel the softness of those words in your chest. I've learned that self-love is not selfish. It is the foundation of everything. When you love yourself, you make better choices. When you love yourself, you set healthier boundaries. When you love yourself, you allow more good into your life without feeling guilty. And gratitude strengthens self-love because it turns your attention toward what is already worthy in you. Even if you are imperfect, especially if you are imperfect, because you are human. And the universe loves humans, dear one. The universe loves growth. The universe loves your willingness. Thank you, life. Thank you for my journey. Thank you for my becoming. When challenges appear, gratitude doesn't deny them. It helps you stand steady inside them. I want to be very clear here because this matters. Gratitude is not spiritual bypassing. Gratitude does not say everything is fine when something is not fine. Gratitude says I can hold what is real and I can still choose my point of focus. It's like standing in a windy field with a lantern. The wind is real. The lantern is real too. Your job is not to pretend there is no wind. Your job is to shield the flame. That is what gratitude does. It shields your inner flame. So how do we practice gratitude when life is hard? We practice both and. We say, "This is difficult and I am grateful for one small support. This hurts and I am grateful I am not alone in this moment. I don't know what comes next and I am grateful I can take one step." This keeps your heart open, and an open heart is resilient. I've learned that when people feel afraid, they often close their hearts to protect themselves. But a closed heart also blocks the love that could help them. Gratitude is a safe way to open the heart again without demanding that you trust everything immediately. It's a gradual opening, a gentle opening, a sustainable opening. Here is a practice you can use in the middle of a hard moment, right in the middle. Look around and name 3 neutral things. Neutral, sweetheart, not amazing, just real. A wall, a chair, my hands. Then name 1 supportive thing. I am breathing. I have water. I can call someone. I can rest. And then say, "Thank you, life." This brings you back into the present. It helps your mind stop running into catastrophic futures. It helps your body feel safer. And when you feel safer, you make clearer choices. This is not a replacement for professional support if you need it. It's a gentle tool for your journey, something you can use alongside whatever care and guidance is right for you. You deserve support. and you deserve peace. Thank you, life, and thank you for holding me. Now let's create a simple daily ritual so this becomes real in your life, not just a lovely idea. I want you to imagine a small stone, smooth, ordinary, something you might find near a river. We'll call it a thank you stone. You don't have to actually have one, but if you do, it can be a sweet reminder. Each morning you touch the stone or you touch your heart, and you choose one sentence of gratitude, not a list, one sentence. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the chance to begin again. That's it. Then, during the day, whenever you feel rushed or worried, you come back to the stone or your heart and you say, thank you, life. And at night before sleep, you choose one small moment from the day to appreciate. Not because the day was perfect, but because you are training your mind to remember that goodness exists. It might be the warm water on my hands, a kind message, a quiet moment, a meal, a laugh. Even if the day was hard, there is almost always one small seed of support, and when you find it, you water it. This practice is gentle, but it is powerful over time, because you are shaping your attention, you are shaping your nervous system, you are shaping your inner environment, and your inner environment matters. It is the soil of your life. I've learned that when people practice gratitude consistently, they often feel less alone. They may notice they have more patience. They may feel more hopeful. They may see solutions where before they only saw problems. This is not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because their mind becomes more flexible. Their heart becomes more open. And openness is where love enters. So let's anchor this with a few affirmations, and we will return to them again like a familiar song. I choose to notice what supports me. I allow myself to receive goodness. I am open to life loving me. Thank you, life. I choose to notice what supports me. I allow myself to receive goodness, and I am open to life loving me. Thank you, life. Let those words land gently. You don't have to strain to believe them. You only have to be willing. Willingness is a miracle in itself. Now, I want to speak to the part of you that worries, but what about what I want? What about my dreams? What about the things that still haven't happened? Of course, sweetheart, you are allowed to desire. You are allowed to want more ease, more love, more freedom, more creative expression, more abundance. Gratitude does not cancel desire. Gratitude cleans the lens through which you desire. When you desire from fear, it feels like grasping. It feels like, I need this or I can't be okay. But when you desire from gratitude, it feels like partnership. It feels like life is already supporting me and I am open to more. And that is a very different energy, a very different relationship. Many people find that when they approach life with gratitude, they notice opportunities they didn't see before. They may be more confident in conversations. They may take better care of themselves. They may act on ideas instead of dismissing them. In small, practical ways, gratitude can help you move differently through the world. And the way you move changes what you meet. So if you have a dream in your heart, you can hold it with gratitude. You can say, thank you for this dream. Thank you that my heart still desires. Thank you that I am growing into what I am ready to receive. Notice how soft that feels compared to demanding, forcing, or rushing. This is how you align with life. This is how you cooperate with the universe. And the universe loves cooperation. It loves when you stop fighting yourself. It loves when you stop punishing yourself for being human. It loves when you treat your own heart like something precious. Because it is. You are precious. Take a breath now. Let your body feel the chair beneath you, the floor beneath you, the bed beneath you, whatever is holding you, and say softly, "Thank you, life." Again, "Thank you, life." One more time, "Thank you, life." This is not a trick. It is a returning to love, a returning to safety, a returning to the truth that life can support you even when you're still learning how to feel it. And now, sweetheart, let's gather everything we've explored, like gathering wildflowers into a simple bouquet. You have learned that gratitude is not denial, it is presence. You have learned that gratitude can be tiny, one breath, two words. You have learned that gratitude softens your inner voice, and your inner voice shapes your life. You have learned that gratitude can hold hands with desire, and together they create a calmer, clearer energy. Most of all, you have learned that gratitude is a relationship with life, and you can begin that relationship today. Not with pressure, not with perfection, with kindness. So here is what I want you to remember. You do not have to wait for life to be perfect to begin loving it. You can love it in fragments. You can love it in small moments. You can love it while you are still healing. Many people find that as they practice this, they feel more grounded, they feel more hopeful, they feel more connected. Over time, their lives may reflect this inner shift in beautiful ways, through new choices, new relationships, new courage, and new awareness of what is possible. And if you are having a day where you can't find much to appreciate, then let this be enough. Thank you for getting me through today. That is honest, and that is sacred, that is real. Now I invite you to say these affirmations with me, gently, as if you are speaking to your own heart. I am willing to see the good in my life. I choose to be kind to myself. I allow love to support me. Thank you, life, again. I am willing to see the good in my life. I choose to be kind to myself. I allow love to support me. Thank you, life. And one more time, very softly, I am willing. I choose kindness. I allow love. Thank you, life. As we close, I want you to feel something important. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are learning. You are unfolding, you are becoming, and you do not have to do it alone. If this message is touching you, let it be a sign that your heart is ready for something gentler, ready to stop fighting, ready to start receiving, one small moment at a time. So tonight or tomorrow morning or right after this, choose one tiny ritual. Touch your heart. Touch your thank you stone if you have one, and say, "Thank you, life." Let those words be your lantern. Let them guide you back to yourself. Because the universe does not love gratitude as a rule you must follow. The universe loves gratitude because gratitude helps you remember the truth. You are loved, you are supported, you belong, and you are worthy of good. Take one last slow breath with me. Inhale, exhale. Thank you, life. Go gently now, dear one. And remember, every time you say thank you, you are opening a door. And behind that door, there is more peace available than you may have realized. Thank you, life. Thank you for you.